Alright guys, post Royal Rumble and pre Jey Uso and Charlotte Flair decisions on who they're going to face at WrestleMania, I decided that I'm going to do my full WrestleMania match card predictions. Right now in this video I will be doing my whole night one. I'm having 8 matches each night. I know last year it was 6 one night I believe and 7 the other, but there are so many feuds and so many good matches going on that I feel like I had to go with 8. These were all the matches that I want to see at WrestleMania, and all the ones that I think should happen. Let's get straight into it. The first match of night 1 is going to be Tiffany Stratton defending her WWE Championship against Charlotte Flair. Can you imagine the night starting off with Charlotte Flair's music? I don't know, that sounds insane to me, but we all want this match. And if Charlotte Flair actually picks Rhea, then we need a riot. And if she picks Julia, then everyone's going to be disappointed. Tiffany Stratton is like just the ultimate option. I don't know how you could get a better match at WrestleMania with Charlotte Flair or Tiffany Stratton. The only thing I'm concerned about is that they're not going to let go of the Nia Jax story, and they're going to have Nia Jax insert it to a triple threat. However, I am sticking with a one-on-one match for Charlotte Flair and Tiffany Stratton. Just a simple one-on-one classic. For who's going to win this match, you might not like my decision, but it's going to be Charlotte Flair. Charlotte Flair is going to win it out in the end. She's been gone for so long, and they're going to want to give her her 15th Women's Championship in the WWE. She currently has 14, and I bet that she's on pace to beat her father's record. And honestly, hold the most world titles in the WWE out of men or women possibly ever, because she still has a decent amount of time left in her career. I expect Tiffany Stratton to win it back at SummerSlam. I think they want the first ever 2-night SummerSlam to be huge. I expect Charlotte Flair to defeat Tiffany Stratton at WrestleMania. The next match that's going to go down in my predictions is Shinsuke Nakamura defending his United States Championship against, get this, Jacob Fatu. I think they're pulling the trigger early. We don't need to see Jacob Fatu versus Braun Strowman at WrestleMania. I don't want to see it. But you know what I do want to see? I want to see Jacob Fatu and Shinsuke Nakamura having an amazing match. It can just be a regular one-on-one match, doesn't need to have any special stipulation, and it could be perfect. In the end, I expect Jacob Fatu to come out on top. They're going to pull the trigger early, and they're not going to make the same mistake that they made with LA Knight. They are going to go all in on Jacob Fatu, and it's going to be spectacular. I feel like this match could go for match of the night, but we all know that these WrestleManias are stacked lately. WrestleMania 41 has the absolute opportunity to be better than WrestleMania 40 and 39. We're going to get like 3 5-star classics in a row. The next match is kind of a wild card that I'm kind of just pulling out of nowhere, but I want to see Dominic versus Ray Part 3, so I thought that a nice 6-man tag team match would make a lot of sense individually for each character, and I just love it. So, could you imagine the heat that this team would get if it was Dominic Mysterio, Logan Paul, and Chad Gable? It would be absolutely insane. Booed out of the building. I think that would be the worst boos we've ever seen from WrestleMania crowd ever. In Vegas, of course. So, they're going to be going off against Rey Mysterio, Dragon Lee, and Penta. Penta, Dragon Lee, and Rey Mysterio are all luchadors, something that Chad Gable just can't beat. Logan Paul has issues with Rey, and Dominic has issues with Rey, and seeing Penta and Rey team up seems like the only logical thing for WrestleMania. I feel like this is absolutely perfect, and I feel like Logan Paul is going to go to the Elimination Chamber, but not win. This is what I want to see. And in the end, it's going to be Rey Mysterio, Penta, and Dragon Lee winning in the end, because Penta needs that WrestleMania win. If Penta wasn't in it, I would honestly give the win to Dominic and them, but I think it's going to go to Penta. Next up is the Women's Intercontinental Championship. Now, if you asked me this pre-Royal Rumble, I would have told you that Becky Lynch was coming back at the Royal Rumble and was going to lose and was going to be facing off against Lyra Valkyria for the Women's Intercontinental Championship to really build up that IC title division, but also to build up Lyra Valkyria and to do a nice throwback to that old feud from NXT. I even mentioned that in a previous video. However, that is not what happened, and now I'm thinking that Becky Lynch is not coming back until post-WrestleMania. So she's not even on my card. So who does Lyra defend against? I got two people. We're going for a triple threat. I love my triple threats, baby. Triple threats are where it's at, and they're the best matches you can have. So you're going to hear a lot of triple threats between this video and the next that I put out on night 2. So stay tuned for that. Definitely subscribe, notifications, like, all that so you can see my next video. And you can go watch my old videos as well. Of course, gotta get rid of that plug and get back into the actual matchups. We're gonna see Lyra Valkyria versus Ivy Nile versus, hear me out, Jordynne Grace. Jordynne Grace is gonna be a full main roster talent, and I think they want her at WrestleMania. They need her there. Well, they don't need her, but they absolutely should have her, if you ask me. And who's gonna win this match? I think Ivy Nile might win it. However, I might go with Lyra Valkyria. Originally, I was going to have Lyra Valkyria defending against Becky and was going to win. And then she's going to hold it until SummerSlam until Ivy wins it. I wouldn't be surprised, though, if Ivy Nile actually did win it. So, I'm on the fence, but I think I'm voting towards Ivy Nile winning the Women's Intercontinental Championship. That way American Made can get something at this point. Come on, American Made's getting treated like a huge pushover. We need that match. And that match could be perfect. And we need to see the payoff for Ivy Nile. She hasn't done anything, really. The next match that we need to see, and we are basically going to see, it's basically confirmed, we're going to be seeing Damian Priest versus Drew McIntyre. Now, this isn't the match that we wanted, of course. We wanted Drew versus Roman, or we wanted Drew versus anybody in the bloodline. And I honestly thought we were going to be getting Drew versus Solo because of all that stuff. However, it's all but confirmed that we're getting Drew versus Damian Priest at WrestleMania. And Drew was all upset because, one, that's not how he felt he should be booked, and two, we all know what happened in the Rumble where LA Knight basically tried to take over. So, his moment didn't really seem all that spectacular when he was eliminated by Damian Priest to set up that feud. However, I think this match is going to be perfect. When it comes to two matchups, they're as equal as it gets, if you ask me, besides just being the same size and both being powerhouses. But their movesets are quite similar, if you ask me. And I feel like when it comes to a match like this, it could go either way. Personally, I have Drew McIntyre winning. Now, I know that Drew McIntyre had an insane year in 2024, but I think they're going to follow it up with something really good in 2025, and I think this is going to be just the push of the button to skyrocket him even further. Do I feel bad for Damian Priest? Yes, but this is just the way the cookie crumbles, if you ask me. The next match I have is the World Tag Team Championships, and the current champions are Eric and Ivar, the War Raiders. And I've been saying this for a while now, but the only people that I see them fighting is the New Day. The New Day needs their big push. Yes, they did win last Monday against Rey Mysterio and Dragon Lee, but that was by Logan Paul interference. Besides that, both Kofi and Xavier lost to Rey, and they haven't won a match besides that since. They've been treated like absolute jokes, and it's time that the New Day gets treated like an actual threat. You know how much heat they would get for winning the tag team championships? They need to win it, or else it's just gonna go stale. Shit's gonna go down the drain, and it's gonna hit the fan at the bottom, because I'm telling you right now, if they don't pull it, they're gonna lose one of the biggest opportunities for a heel tag team that they've ever had before. This match could be fantastic, if you ask me. New Day, one of the greatest tag teams of all time. Eric and Ivar are so unique. Like, if you've never seen the War Raiders wrestle and you go into a match, you're not going to expect the high-flying stuff that you get from time to time with them. It's insane. I see the New Day winning, of course. And I see them holding it for a damn long time. Well over a year, if you ask me. But that's besides the point. New Day wins at WrestleMania. Next matchup is going to be Kevin Owens versus Sami Zayn versus Randy Orton. You heard me. We're getting a triple threat match because at Elimination Chamber, we're going to get Sami Zayn versus Kevin Owens. And guess what's going to happen? Randy's going to come out and is going to accidentally cost Sami the match. Sami is going to be pissed because Sami has dealt with Cody. I'm suspecting Cody doesn't defend him after all this. And Cody feels left in the gutters because Sami feels left in the gutters because Cody isn't even helping him after what happened to him. Kevin abandoned him, and Randy was out for months from a pile driver that he's going to be back from fairly soon. And Cody was back from in a week. It feels like he's going to feel like Randy Orton was lazy and that he didn't want to help him out. It's going to be like a semi-heel turn, not fully. And it's going to be peeved off at Randy, and it's going to be upset with Kevin, and it's going to be a triple threat where they all can't stand each other, and going to be one of the best triple threats I've ever seen. If this happens, it has the potential to be the match of the night. All these matches do at this point. But I'm so excited for this. If it does happen, this needs to happen. Who do I see winning? I see Kevin Owens walking out as the winner. Sami doesn't need to win to be over with the fans, and neither does Randy. Neither does Kevin, really. This is a match where if anyone wins, I'm happy, and if anyone wins, you're probably going to be happy too. I don't see them possibly making the wrong decision in this match because it doesn't matter who wins. But this match is going to be perfect, if you ask me. And they should take advantage of the no DQ stipulation of the triple threat match. Of course, eventually we had to reach the 8th match of the night, the main event. And who better to main event WrestleMania than main event Jey Uso, who actually won the Royal Rumble. Like I said, if you're going to have a Royal Rumble winner, they need to main event one of the 2 nights. We know Cody's main eventing night 2, so we need to make the Royal Rumble winner at least main event night 1. I know the women's Royal Rumble winner could do it, but I see Charlotte Flair opening night 1 and Jey main eventing. It's going to be Jey Uso versus Gunther in a regular match. This one's probably going to be a long one, so you're going to want your snacks with you. I can see this being over a half hour long. It's going to be perfect. I want no interference. I don't need any bloodline from Jey Uso. I don't need any Imperium. I see this match being perfect without any interference or any shenanigans for our main event for once. And it would be, I'm not sure if it's like a 5-star match, but it's going to be pretty good. I know Jey Uso has like a limited moveset, but just how over he is and the crowd reaction is going to elevate it so much. If you're worried about it being like Jimmy Uso versus Jey Uso, it's not going to be like that because Gunther's there, and I know in the past I haven't loved Gunther. His moveset seemed boring, but he's grown on me a lot. His character, the way that he talks, how he holds everything up with his character, and just his presentation. And in the ring, it's grown on me too. I feel like he's gotten a lot better in the ring since when he first started wrestling. Who do I see winning this match? Well, I'd love to tell you that Gunther is going to retain and that he's going to destroy Uso's dreams. But if you ask me, that destroys everything, and it completely just demolishes Jey Uso because Jey Uso can't have another match with Gunther. I see Jey Uso winning and walking out of WrestleMania as the World Heavyweight Champion. Now, if you don't agree with my match card, comment yours in the comment section below. I'd love to see what you guys think WrestleMania is going to be like, and hopefully this all comes true. Don't rage at the Ring Ranger. See you in the next one.